Hey everyone, I'm Taylor and welcome to Debatable, the show where we take extremely opinionated comedians from Twitter and have them debate the most polarizing topics. Our panel of expert judges will weigh in on each argument and finally declare a winner, putting an end to years of discourse. Today's resolve is, it is okay to stay at a restaurant for as long as you want after you've paid. Lacey, you're on the affirmative and you've got 60 seconds starting now.
Yes, it's okay to linger at a restaurant after you've paid because ultimately, I've paid. Going out to a restaurant is not just about consuming food. I can do that standing in front of my open refrigerator and I don't even have to put on pants. It's less expensive and it's more convenient, which means that going out to eat is more about being out than eating. It's about the atmosphere and the experience. It's where you take weird social obligations. If I'm paying for an experience, part of that is hospitality, which means not being rushed out the door while my bad date tells me again how I have to watch The Wire. I don't like it any more than you do, but that's why we're all here. I'll add that waiting for my table to free up and lines in general can make higher profits for businesses, according to a 2018 Dartmouth study. Getting a table is a cutthroat business, and now that I have one, I'm going to take my sweet, sweet time like the rude little piggy I am. Thank you.
Okay, rude little piggy Lacey says eating out is an experience. Okay, Otto, you're on the negative and you've got 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
Oh man, f***ing Dartmouth, okay. All right, it is absolutely not okay to just stay as long as you want after you have already paid at a restaurant. There's rules to this, you know what I mean? Like you go out and you're right, there is hospitality, you're paying for that, you're paying for the service, you're paying for a nice quality meal, but after that, after you've paid, it's sort of like, you know, there comes a point when you're like at a house party and it's like 3:55 a.m. and your boy Devin has to work in a few hours and you're like, you know, you gotta go. You know, there's a certain like socially acceptable bubble before you cross from okayness to rudeness. And you did mention, oh yeah, you know, longer lines lead to higher profits, but does it lead to higher satisfaction? Does it lead to more people getting a chance to eat? I say no.
Otto with the hard no. I wish you would have given that opinion to the people who stayed too long at my New Year's party. Okay, Lacey, are you ready for your rebuttal?
Yes.
You've got 30 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Otto, it leads to higher satisfaction for me, okay? And there are no rules, we're making the rule right now. And I say, human beings are vengeful by nature, and getting a table means status and power. I was weak waiting in the line to get in here, and now that I have the power of the table, there's no way that I'm letting that go. I'm not going back to the girl that I was before. I don't know her anymore.
Otto, you've got 30 seconds for your rebuttal, starting now.
Lacey, have you not heard of a pregame? You drink a little bit before going out to drink, eat a little bit before going out to eat. That way you don't spend 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes after you've already paid, looking like some King Arthur type motherfucker, waiting for people to just cater to you even though you've already finished? No, let people come in. If you're on a date, go to another bar. If you're eating by yourself, go to the bar. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty chill.
All right, the word from Otto is develop a casual alcohol addiction. All right, judges, are we ready for our results?
Absolutely.
Okay, John, let's hear from you first.
So, great job, both of you. I think, Lacey, you made some very convincing arguments. However, I'm going to give this one to Otto. There are societal norms, as you mentioned, rules about dining, and you just should not stay after, as you alluded to. You can always go to another location, and I think while you said, yeah, you can't, you know, it is profitability, but ultimately, a restaurant's going to be more profitable if you help yourself out and get some new people in. So I think Otto won this one.
John is a capitalist. One vote for Otto. Okay, Kat, let's hear from you.
Yeah, you guys both had really good arguments. Lacey, I'm glad that you could cite sources. That was, you know, very convincing. But Otto, what you said about having a party and people overstaying their welcome, that's definitely the feeling that, as a former waitress, I would say I have experienced the feeling of someone overstaying their welcome. So I'll give it to Otto as well.
Okay, let's hear from our final judge. What do you think?
I actually have to agree. I think that this is one of the great unwritten human contracts, is that you are supposed to kind of finish up your business and get out of the restaurant. As someone who's worked for 2 decades in the hospitality industry from pretty much every job you can imagine, it's pretty heartbreaking to see someone sit there, even if they've enjoyed your meal and enjoyed their drinks, kind of just wasting time and spent revenue on someone who's just sitting there and hogging up real estate. So I have to give this one to Otto as well. I think he made a very compelling argument.
Take that, Dartmouth.
All right, so that's 3 votes for Otto, which means, Otto, you're the winner of this round. Congratulations. A round of applause from the capitalists, who we call our judges. Okay, so today we learned, once and for all, that it is, in fact, not okay for you to stay at a restaurant after you've already paid. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Debatable. Thanks so much for watching Debatable on Thrillist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for things that we should debate on the next episode of Debatable, leave them in the comments.